So for the past 7.5 or 8 months, I've been working on this game, and I feel like I have something to show for it now. Basically, it's a RPG with a battle tactics kind of system. So I wanted something that showed what I love about battle tactics, but in such a way that it was accessible for anyone who loves just RPGs in general. I was inspired by the art style of Boktai, and I wanted something with a really cozy, old school RPG vibe, but with a simple battle tactics system instead of the classic turn based system. So I guess I'll show you what I have done for this. So to start with, let's take a quick look at the overworld. So I don't have too much done in terms of art for the overworld, but I have a little forest area and a little town area kind of done. And I have solids working, shadows working. There's interaction with NPCs now, so you can have conversation. It'll show a little marker on the top of their heads as well, so you know when you can interact with something. And I have teleportation between rooms as well. So, and these bats here as well, you can actually interact with them as well. So if you go towards them, they'll start a battle. They don't move yet, so only if you want to start the battle so far. But and there's a bit of conversation at the start of the battle. Now, this is the town area here, and this is kind of the second area I've started working on. It's not really built up yet, it's kind of just one screen of the town, and I do want to add a lot more detail into some of the buildings, but I'm quite happy with the overall vibe of it at the moment. I like the glows on the lanterns, and I'm quite happy with how it's coming out so far. So next up is the battle system. So basically you have this little camera you can move around. The background is kind of funky and you can see the tiles on the floor and the like. So the menu is kind of based on a turn-based UI. I want it to be quite easy to understand, so you can move your character and then take an action separately. So I'm going to use an attack and a movement just to roughly show off how that works. And then our enemy attacks back then when you end the turn. So you actually choose to end the turn each time. It's not a system of whether your character uses all their actions. You have to manually end the turn. And the enemy will actually attack ranged or melee depending on their behaviors and depending on how far you are away from them. So you also have magic spells as well, and the magic spells are directional. So I changed this recently. I had it as you could attack any few squares between you, but I recently decided that I wanted it to be only in the directions of the characters. And then you gain your XP and your gold when you win the battle, naturally. So the next thing I want to talk about, and I've spent quite a while on this for something so boring, is the menu system. So I have this kind of scroll looking menu system. It has 4 slots, inventory, equipment, party and quests. And the inventory is basically, it shows the stats of weapons, armor, accessories, so you can check what you have. You can't actually equip from this menu. There's a separate equip menu. And for consumables and key items, it just shows a description of either what the item does or a description of the item itself. And there is a scroll option as well on the inventory menu. Now I swear it's working, but I don't have enough items in the inventory at the moment to show it, unfortunately. But next up is the equipment menu, and this is where you actually equip. Now, as you can see, where the green parts where the stats are increasing, for some reason on some of the stats, they don't show up in the right goddamn place. But I'm going to fix that eventually. But for now, it is working, and they do indeed equip to the characters and increase or decrease the stats. So that's the important thing. For the party menu, it's actually quite a simple menu, and I'm happy with everything about it. Like, I don't think I need to change anything. I just have different party member numbers drawn for this because I don't actually have all of the party members designed yet. But as you unlock more party members, you'll be able to see more on that menu. So this would be as if you've unlocked the first, say, 5 party members. And we also have a quest menu where you can keep track of all your quests. I think a quest menu is really important because sometimes you'll pick something up in the game and you'll just think, oh my god, where was I? Especially old school RPGs, I just find it impossible to follow. So I think it's important to have something to help out like that. So the next thing, and it kind of ties into the whole menus thing again, is the shop menu. So this is based in the overworld, and there's a shopkeeper that you actually talk to, and it opens this menu then. So you can buy stuff, sell stuff, or buy back if you've sold stuff. So you can see here there's a little E over the character portraits, and that means that that character already has that equipped. And you can also see how many are in your inventory, how many are already equipped, and any stat bonuses as well. So, and it will show if there's insufficient funds, then you won't be able to buy the item either. So you can also sell items as well in the sell option. Now, this doesn't have anything like does a character have it equipped shown yet, but I don't have the option to sell currently equipped items as well, just as a protection measure. And then you can buy back items as well. That's quite similar to the buy menu. So, and then once you're done, you can leave and it'll just show a little dialogue box again, and you're out back into the overworld. So I also have a cutscene system, and it's very basic. And I've just shown this with a little cutscene that I have done. I'm using sequences in Game Maker Studio for this, and a lot of complicated, overly complicated probably code. But I hope that eventually I can get it implemented with quests and the like much easier. At the moment, I'm having a little bit of trouble with that, so. So I hope you enjoyed this devlog today, what I have to show, and I hope you'll subscribe or follow or whatever it is that you wish to do to keep up with the game. And hopefully I hope to make this a monthly thing of releasing what I have done, because I feel like I'm getting a lot of work done quite quickly. I'm currently working on a status effects system for the battle system and a height system as well, to implement more height movement, especially for the enemy AI. And then hopefully as well, I'll have something more of the quest system to show, because I have a quest system. It's just broken right now. So I will see you in the next devlog then.